What's up guys, Curtis here and welcome to another one of these pretty epic X squad builders. Now today we have an X Real Madrid squad, absolutely amazing one, really fun to build, and I actually managed to make it where everyone but one player was on either 9 or 10 chemistry. The other one ended up getting 7, so in my opinion I did a pretty good job. Obviously, in doing so, I have missed out some players that possibly could have made it in, but I wanted to do my best to get the best chemistry I possibly could and still do a really solid squad. We've also got a couple legends on the bench. I've included one legend. I didn't want to include too many because it just makes it really easy because you've just got these legend links and it's getting ridiculous how easy it'll be. So I didn't want to do that, and that's why I've gone for what I've gone for. So before we get stuck into it, what I do want to say is if you guys are looking for a fast and reliable coin service, check out the gamekeys.co.uk. They are the cheapest site around at the moment at just £8 per 100k, and with discount code KURT, you can get 5% off that. But anyway, let's start off with our goalie. The goalie and the left back are actually the two most disappointing players. We have Corbeno in goal. This guy is so disappointing because there's no other Real Madrid goalkeeper. You've had Casillas, who's been there for as long as I can remember, and then you've got Diego Lopez, who's just taken over recently as the #1, especially in La Liga, and that means Casillas just isn't getting a look in, but it means there's no second goalie, like, really. Adan has been there for as long as I can remember as well, and he's just become a free agent, and he's still down as Real Madrid in the game, so I didn't really want to include him. So we've gone for Corbeno in goal. Left back we actually have Raul Bravo. This is another one that, quite honestly, was just a letdown to the side. Other than these two, this team is quality. Like, it's actually so good. I would recommend building the rest of the team, but just sticking like a Spanish goalie and a Spanish left back. So next up we have Raul Albiol, obviously made the move in the summer over to Napoli. One of many epic players that Napoli actually picked up. He's a very, very, very good centre-back, very highly rated in real life. He's been a rock at the back for Napoli, and not the best on FIFA with a 52 pace, but the 80 defending and 80 heading kind of make him like a rock at the back. And when you're partnered with this guy, you can't complain. I mean, one of the highest scoring centre-backs in, like, the history of centre-backs, scoring it on average 1 in every 4 in the league. I think he picked up 102 in 409 or something like that, which is madness. That's just for Madrid. 70 pace, 76 passing, 72 dribbling, 87 defending and 91 heading. Very, very good stats indeed. Next up at right back we have Juanfran. Now I kind of get the feeling that this guy would actually be appreciated at Real Madrid. I mean, now obviously they've got, is it Carvajal's the one at Real? I always mix him up with Montoya. I don't know why, but Carvajal I think is the one at, oh yeah, of course, because he came from Leverkusen last year. So they got Carvajal, who's kind of stepping into the right back at Madrid, just behind Arbeloa. But I still think Juanfran, if he was still there, he'd still get quite a few games. So for me it seems a little bit weird, but obviously Atleti are doing incredibly, so I'm sure they're very happy to have him. In the next defensive mid role, we actually have a centre mid and defensive mid still picking up his full chemistry. I believe he's 78. There he is, Granero. He's only on loan at Real Sociedad from QPR. Pretty good in this game, I'm not going to lie. His passing was just brilliant. Like, he was setting up some amazing chip through balls and stuff, especially when you see the players he has in front of them in a second. Absolutely brilliant. And played, I think, something like 20 games in a season or something like that for them, so not too bad at all. Next up we have, I believe, oh no, I do have him as a defensive mid. We have Javi Garcia. I don't even think this guy played more than 2 games for Madrid A team, but he played games and that's all that counts. And he's a pretty decent defensive mid. I mean, really good on FIFA, really strong, really solid, and not too bad in real life. He's shocking at centre-back in real life, though. That is a fact. Into Cam here. This is actually the guy that gets the worst chem. It's Mesut Ozil. I had to include him in there. Obviously, coming to Arsenal and being pretty decent, and was amazing at Madrid. And he's one of their big players in recent years. And yeah, been a good servant for Real Madrid. Next up in Cam, we have Negredo. This is a guy that again played very little. I had a choice between him and Soldado, and Negredo actually gets better links, more chem. So that's why I've gone for Negredo in a Cam. And yeah, I think he played like 5 games or something for Real Madrid. Again, another one that hasn't been too active. But like I said, guys, I wanted to get the best chem I could in this. Next up in Cam, we have, who do we have? I have Kaká, there we go, I'm looking straight past him. We have Kaká in Cam, 70 pace, 80 shooting, 79 passing and 84 dribbling, as well as 4-star skills, means he's a really, really effective Cam. And last but most certainly not least, we have Robinho, if I can find him. I think he's 75 rated now, very, very low rated. Oh, wow, how many pages of strikers have I got? There he is, on the last one. Really low rated, but it was actually banged in quite a few goals for me. Now, I do want to say quickly, guys, there's players that I missed out purely for chemistry reasons. Like, there was extra players I could have put in that didn't make the cut. Like I said, there's a couple of legends on the bench and stuff, but purely for chemistry reasons, this is why I've chosen this team. I personally found it extremely playable to use. I'll go on some gameplay now whilst I'm talking about it, but I found it really actually fun to use. I was winning games, I was scoring a lot of goals. Have a front three of Negredo in the middle. He was really overpowered for some strange reason. He was just bossing that area. Kaká on the right and Ozil on the left was so OP with Robinho feeding off the balls. He's slightly slower now with his 82 pace, but he still seemed really rapid for me. I don't know if it's good acceleration or what, and he actually scored. I'm just checking now, 6 in 5, which is not bad at all for a striker when you've got Negredo behind him and Kaká and all these other players. So really, really good. Really solid team and a really fun one to build. So if you guys have any more suggestions for X teams you'd like to see me do, stick it in the comments down below. I have a ton of legends at the moment, so I might actually include some of those in the future videos. But thanks again for watching. Leave a like if you could. If we could hit 500 likes, that'd be absolutely amazing. Subscribe to this channel if you're new around here. Have a nice day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.